Witchfire is a fresh entry into the Souls-like gunslinging genre that has been taking over as of lately, and I'm all for it. This game is currently in early access and is being developed by a small team of 12 people, and it really shows a lot of potential for what is currently accessible. The story revolves around a weakened prayer, who appears to be immortal, on the verge of death with very little witchfire left in his body, a kind of power employed by the witch to control her minions, the creatures that you seek to destroy. After a brief conversation with several bandits, he uses them as husks for the witch's aura to harvest for their power. You can read the remainder of the game's story by clicking on the link in the description below, as it is quite good, but I really like how they use the story to establish why this being of immense power is so weak and empty from the start, rather than just throwing you into a game with a pistol and nothing else. I have to add that I really like this game's mood, from the sound effects to the music, even RNG components, and scaling difficulty. I'm delighted to see that there's still studios out there working hard to bring us offline single-player first-person shooters that aren't hampered by cheaters, server troubles, microtransactions, and pointless dialogue. It's extremely difficult and graphically stunning, with a diverse range of adversaries that grow with you as you invest more into your Witchfire leveling, as well as a large arsenal of weapons and trinkets to use to assist you along the road. So make sure you're ready to take on harder challenges before investing your Witchfire, or you may find yourself in a situation where you can't even take on lower level difficulty events and have to take your time to pull it off well with dwindling resources. In this game, you will die consistently over and over again until you finally become strong enough that the dead around you are nothing but paperweight to your immense power. The game employs an excellent system that forces you into the undead strengths, such as tempting you to jump or dash into a musketeer's snipe, or even stepping into an assassin's blind and sneak attack, along with many other features which I don't want to spoil. The gameplay consists of entering a stage, completing objectives of varying difficulty while evading the witch, or you can purposely set off traps to bring the hunt against yourself, which helps you harvest for more power and resources. You want to keep track of both your ammo and your stamina bar, which grows stronger the more focused you become through not taking damage from enemies. If you do run out of ammo, find a way to replenish or retreat. If you run out of stamina, you're as good as dead, as you need it to be fully charged up to properly handle the barrage of enemies that are going to be coming towards you. While there aren't many stages available right now, nor can you actually kill the witch, it's a game with a lot of replayability because it uses RNG and roguelike elements that doesn't feel like your average tedious and boring roguelike. Many of the spells, powers, and upgrades make you think about what kind of build that you want to make, or potentially re-roll your build to take on the witch's guardians in a different way. If you feel like this run hasn't gone as well as you'd hoped for, you can retreat with little consequences other than enemies becoming stronger if you do decide to use your Witchfire to level up back at base camp. It's a very refreshing take on the Souls-like genre, close but radically different from a game like Remnant 2. I find myself wanting to come back to this game every so often because of how fun and actually challenging it is. The developers truly have tried to create a challenging and fun experience that reaches out to a wide variety of gamers. Whether you're into Souls-likes or not, this game feels great for both parties, which is wonderful to see. It is only a matter of time before we see just what these creative developers have in store for us with the future of this fantastic game.